Phil Allen.
Hello, Friday.
Across the island and around the world. This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen.
Hit music with Phil Allen. Radio 1 Mallorca.
Ted Cruz went viral last night when, during the speech, he fell asleep. I can relate to Ted Cruz. Now that Joe's president, I find it much easier to sleep too. Cruz was roundly mocked online, and Bernie Sanders drew a penis on his forehead.
In a new interview, a doctor and clinical consultant for NASA said that sex in space would be difficult. When asked why, the doctor said, well, we've been married a long time.
Greetings. Welcome to the show.
And now, here to entertain you,
the finest broadcaster.
My favorite show.
Showtime. Calabria from Diamonds and Fallen Roses and Lujavo kicking off the show today. Hello there, good afternoon, this is Phil Allen for Friday. Nice to be here, glad you're there. Sunny spells this afternoon, some light showers in places though, highs hitting around 20 degrees. Tonight turning clear with overnight lows down to 15 degrees. Tomorrow, more clouds roll in, sunshine and showers to start, and the chance of heavy rain in places, but becoming clear and sunny later in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow, 18 degrees. Sunset this evening, 8:43. And on the radio, Do What I Want. Here comes Alex Gordino and Dyson Kellerman featuring Allegra on Radio One Mallorca.
Hit music with Phil Allen.
Here's another entry in A Lady's Home Journal.
I think one of my favorite sounds in life is the sound of my husband emptying the dishwasher. It's a rare sound, but always enjoyed. My favorite part? When he asks, where does this thing go?
That was another entry in A Lady's Home Journal.
Radio 1 Mallorca.
That's Offenbach and Lagique with Wasted Love on Radio 1 Mallorca. Hello, good afternoon, this is Phil Allen. Hey, just to let you know that the Radiothon is back. Richie and Aisha from The Breakfast Show will be broadcasting live for 36 hours non-stop to raise much-needed money for some amazing charities. Great Ormond Street, SOS Calvia, Santa Ponsa Food Bank, Sonis Pesas and Yachting Gives Back. It's all taking place from 7 a.m. on Friday, May 28th until 7 p.m. on Saturday, May 29th. And we need your help. You can sponsor an hour of the broadcast, you can buy a raffle ticket, offer a prize for auction, or offer up a raffle prize. Create a challenge for us or yourself in exchange for donations, or simply donate money or food. For more info, please email joe at radio1mallorca.com. That's J-O at radio1mallorca.com. It's coming soon. The Radiothon returns on Radio 1 Mallorca. Coming up in this hour, we'll have a Soul Train anthem. At around about 1:30, we'll have stand-up comedy with Robert Mack on Working in an Office. A flashback classic from the old school. We'll open the birthday file and talk horse racing and National Bugs Bunny Day 2. Hit music now, loving this tune from Ilona Garcia. It's called All That. It's on Radio 1 Mallorca.
Thanks for asking, I've been doing well. Hey.
This is Radio 1.
Now, hotter than ever, Phil Allen.
Even try to be real.
Jamie Williams with Real on Radio 1 Mallorca. This is Phil Allen. We are going back in time with a Soul Train anthem in moments.
If it's a hit,
It's here.
Radio 1.
Phil Allen. You're listening to Radio 1 Mallorca. It's stand-up comedy time right now. Here comes Robert Mack on Working in an Office.
Your destination in the morning. It's not to be some. I think today I'll have a burrito.
Robert Mack. Here comes Ricard, Troy Sivan, Tate McRae with You on Radio 1 Mallorca.
How could
You're listening to Radio 1 Mallorca, and with Friday's very latest Not Headline News, let's cross now to the Not Headline News newsroom.
This is not headline news. Phil Collins, Tony Banks, and Mike Rutherford are launching a Genesis reunion tour. They contacted Peter Gabriel about it, but got
no reply. There's no reply at all.
comic book movie fans bought a billboard to convince Marvel to bring back Iron Man. It's another example of what you can buy when you don't have to spend money on dates. Jessica Simpson says she no longer has a scale in her house. Also missing from her house, books. In sports, Philadelphia Phillies right fielder Bryce Harper was hit in the face with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Harper's face was so swollen, he keeps being mistaken for Kris Jenner. This is not headline news.
Phil Allen.
Thank you. Here's a Loki and a leader with Love Again.
Radio One Mallorca.
Phil Allen.
You're listening to Radio One Mallorca. It is Friday, April 30th, 2021. By the way, this weekend, lots of big races for lovers of the ponies. Stateside, it's the Kentucky Derby. Back in the UK, it's the Guineas Festival at Newmarket. So, if you're into the GGs, where's your money going?
And they're off. India's COVID spike is out in front, followed by shots in arms, Fauci, Ouchie, and Johnson & Johnson's return. Around the first turn, and Caitlyn Jenner's candidacy is running hard, followed by That's Woke and Totally Sus Dude, and Single Kanye could be making a move. Meanwhile, puffy lips and too much Botox are turkey neck and neck, while Oscar's fizzle is really fading away. And down the stretch they come. It's Josh Duggar's mugshot. It's Potato Head. It's Going Maskless. And Going Maskless wins it by an uncovered nose.
Thank you. On this date in 1789, George Washington put in his first day as President of the USA. Tough gig, as he didn't have anyone else to blame for that country's problems. On this date in 1808, the first practical typewriter was created by Italian inventor Pellegrini Turi. He built it for a blind friend, but he wasn't that good of a friend. He never told him there was no paper in it. On this date in 1904, the ice cream cone made its world debut. This really should be a national holiday. Several newspapers got the scoop. It gave both Baskin and Robbins a great idea. It gave both Ben and Jerry a great idea. Okay, enough. Kirsten Dunst celebrates her 39th birthday today. Hard to believe she was that little girl in Interview with a Vampire so long ago and way before vampires were cool. Here's some trivia for you. She was one of the kids in the original Jumanji with Robin Williams. She started modeling at age 3, so she's already a 36-year showbiz veteran. And Spider-Man plans to bring her a cake later and let her blow out the candles upside down. Johnny Galecki turns 46 today. Years before The Big Bang Theory, he was Russ, Chevy Chase's son in Christmas Vacation. Talk about the actor who hits the trifecta: Roseanne, The Big Bang Theory, and Christmas Vacation. Today is Bugs Bunny Day, for the April 30th, 1938 anniversary of a cartoon character known as Happy Rabbit. He made his debut in a Warner Brothers cartoon titled Porky's Hare Hunt, and he was the prototype for Bugs Bunny, with similar personality but looking a bit different. The first official Bugs Bunny cartoon, called A Wild Hare, debuted July 27th, 1940, and featured Bugs outsmarting Elmer Fudd for the first time. Take a listen to it, and take a listen to the voice talent of Mel Blanc doing both Bugs and Elmer Fudd. Since it's early stuff, he doesn't have Bugs dialed in completely yet.
What's up, Doc? Shh, it's a wabbit down there, and I'm trying to catch him.
What do you mean, wabbit?
Wabbits. You know, with big, long ears.
Oh, like these?
Yeah, and a little white, fluffy tail.
Like this?
Yup, and he hops around and around.
Oh, like this?
Pardon me, but you know, you look just like a wabbit.
Listen, Doc. Now, don't spread this around. But, confidentially, I am a wabbit!
And here's a clip from a rare Bugs Bunny cartoon, infamously known as the Looney Tunes Lost Sex Tape.
Now available for the first time ever, the Lost Looney Tunes Sex Tapes.
Great horny toad!
Don't forget your rubbish!
There's something screwy around here.
What's up, Doc?
I'm gonna blow ya!
Oh, boy.
Suffering succotash!
This you gotta see to believe. I think it always helps to have a romantic ending.
What a night.
Goodbye!
And finally, if you're like me, you'll be pretty fed up with all the bullshit dished out by the politicians here about British tourists coming to the island during this pandemic. I think it's pretty obvious that no one's coming here anytime soon, because while pretty much everyone I know back home has had their shots, pretty much everyone I know here ain't. But we can dream about what life will be like after the shot.
After your shot, after you get it, after your shot, you won't regret it. You'll feel good, you'll feel fine, and not to do it would be asinine. After your shot, after you get your shot.
We can dream. Lovely. Here's Becky Hill and Last Time on Radio One Mallorca.
Baby, now you're back again. Phil Allen.
Friday hour 2.
Across the island and around the world. This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen.
Hit music with Phil Allen. Radio 1 Mallorca.
Can you tell me what day it is?
No, it's Friday.
You are correct.
You know what that means?
Great Friday.
The weekend starts here.
Pops Joe laid out an ambitious and malarkey-free agenda full of goodies for the middle class, like vastly expanding family leave, childcare, health care, preschool, and college education for millions at a cost of $1.8 trillion. That's a big chunk of change for a guy who still thinks a nickel will buy you a meatloaf sandwich and a ticket to the Jack Dempsey fight.
Kicking off hour 2 on the show today, David Penn on the remix of Finally Ready from the Shapeshifters featuring Billy Porter. Hello, this is Phil Allen for Friday. Sunny spells and some light showers in places this afternoon. Highs around 20 degrees. Tonight turning clear. Overnight lows 15 degrees. Tomorrow, sunshine and showers to start and the chance of heavy rain in places. Becoming clear and sunny later in the afternoon though. Highs tomorrow reaching around 18 degrees. Sunset this evening, 8:43. The Mallorca sea surface temperature, 16.4 degrees. Hey, don't forget it's Mother's Day in Spain this Sunday, the 2nd of May. Beth Floral in La Villa in Magaluf is the premier shop for beautiful, fresh-cut flowers and unique quality branded gifts. The shop is a treasure trove of beautiful gifts, including handbags, scented candles, and Swarovski pieces and unusual decorative items, all handpicked by Beth. So pop in to see them at Beth Floral Arts. You'll find the perfect present for your mum, grandma, or loved one for any occasion. Please order flower arrangements in advance. They're open 6 days per week, 10 till 2 and 4 till 8, but opening especially for Mother's Day this Sunday too. Find them on Instagram or Facebook for more info. Coming up in this hour, another Soul Train anthem on the way in a few songs. At around about 2:30, stand-up comedy with Stephen Wright on Doctors, Airlines and Placebos. We'll have another flashback old school classic. Plus, in your Showbiz Update today, we'll hear from Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick, who talked publicly for the first time since their love triangle with Julia Roberts back in 1991. We'll also have audio from Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert. Right now the hit songs continue with Darren Regan. This is Point of View on Radio One Mallorca.
Don't have a cent. Hit music with Phil Allen.
I was today years old when I found out about the requests folder on Instagram that's full of celebs trying to reach me. Dude, is that Fergie? I've been accidentally straight up ignoring all these people for like 2 years. Yup. I'm stupid.
Radio 1 Mallorca.
Phil Allen. This is Radio 1 Mallorca. Stand-up comedy time right now with Stephen Wright on Doctors, Airlines and Placebos.
I have a half-twin on Marielle.
Stephen Wright, here comes a remix of Save Your Tears. This is The Weekend featuring Ariana Grande on Radio 1 Mallorca.
I saw you dancing in a crowded.
You're listening to Radio 1 Mallorca and in breaking America Reopens news. Yep, things over in America are beginning to return to normal. Mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, has stated that the Big Apple will be fully open from July the 1st. So, my American friends, here's something to make up for zero vaccinations or real-life experiences over the past year.
If you've been cooped up in your quarantine sweatpants for a year and in need of something live and real, then get your maskless face over to Big Gordon's Grizzly Bear Wildlife Park. For just $50 from your COVID relief check, you can get a post-pandemic real bear hug. No need to schedule that second vaccine. And if you survive, you've got a story for all the folks who bragged about getting the Rona. Big Gordon's Grizzly Bear Wildlife Park. Suck on that, 2021.
Phil Allen.
Thank you. Here's Telecast and Lauren Gray. Nobody to Love.
Radio One Mallorca.
I got these feelings spinning like a tornado.
Phil Allen. Showbiz Update.
This is Radio One Mallorca with your Showbiz Update for Friday. Let's start with audio from last night's Jimmy Kimmel Live.
You know, today, if you haven't been counting, is President Biden's 100th day in office. And even his opponents, if they're honest, have to admit he's accomplished a lot in those 100 days. 43% of the population is at least partially vaccinated. Now, the economy is up over 6%, and our national level of malarkey has dropped to nearly historic lows. And in Trump's first 100 days, he accomplished a lot, too. He tweeted that Snoop Dogg's career was failing, that Nordstrom's was mean to Ivanka, and that he was a better host of The Apprentice than Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I will say, it's hard to compare these two. It's like apples and orange. But Joe Biden today, thank you. Joe Biden today took a little stroll with the First Lady on the way to Marine One, the helicopter, and he stopped and picked up a flower for her, which... Boy, this guy doesn't miss a beat, does he? I mean, that was like straight out of a Cialis commercial. Dandelion. You know, during the Depression, Joe used to use dandelions to make soup. That's how they kept his family alive. The only thing Trump picked up and gave Melania required a shot of penicillin.
Jimmy Kimmel. Now, it looks like John Mayer is going to get his own late-night talk show on Paramount+. 19 Kids and Counting star Josh Duggar has been arrested in Arkansas, USA, on unknown charges. A viral TikTok video appears to show Adam Sandler getting told by a hostess at a New York City IHOP who does not recognize him that it's going to be a 30-minute wait for a table. He decides that's too long to wait, 4 pancakes, and hits the exit. Nicey Nash is set to host the Don't Forget the Lyrics reboot upcoming soon. Next up, more audio. Here's a clip from last night's The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon.
This is a big week for Biden because today is his 100th day in office. Yeah. It makes sense that presidents are judged after 100 days. Around 3 months into any relationship is when you think, this is great, or how do I get out of this? And this is exciting. This morning, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio made a big announcement. Take a look at this.
Our plan is to fully reopen New York City on July 1st. We are ready for stores to open, for businesses to open, offices, theaters, full strength.
Yeah.
Whoa.
On July 1st, even your grandma's going to be like, I'm off to the club. Yeah, most people were thrilled, while New Yorkers who love working from home were like, friggin' de Blasio. Some more news for New Yorkers. I saw that after 3 years of construction, Legoland New York is finally opening this summer. Yeah. Unfortunately, today some jerk older brother kicked over all the rides.
Oh.
I can't wait for the park to open, actually. There's an extra thrill when you realize that you're on a roller coaster made of Legos. Listen to this. Researchers at Dartmouth University found that gossip can actually be good for you. The study was conducted by Professor Ira Kirsch, who I'm pretty sure had some work done. And finally, a shopper in the UK got a surprise when they returned home with a plant from IKEA and found a gecko lizard inside. How annoyed is that gecko? It had the run of the entire IKEA. Now it lives in a one-bedroom apartment.
Jimmy Fallon. Now, Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick talked publicly for the first time since their love triangle with Julia Roberts back in 1991. They're totally cool now. Let's take a listen.
That was a difficult time for me, and I think it was an uncomfortable time for both of them.
But look, honestly, the truth where I'm coming from, you fall in love, you fall in love. There's nothing you can do about that. And she's an extraordinary person, and he is too, and timing is what it is, and, you know, everybody moves on from that.
When I saw him again, it was more of a laugh and a toast.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said in the press before, they've both been subsequently married since, a couple times. I think they're both very happy in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And what lasted after all that is me and Kiefer is 35-year buddies.
Singer and daughter of Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith has revealed that she is polyamorous, defined as being involved in more than one romantic relationship at the same time. And finally, here's audio from last night's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
The pandemic tide may have turned because as of yesterday, new COVID cases are down 26% from 2 weeks ago. That is great news for New York because Mayor Bill de Blasio has said New York plans to fully reopen on July 1st. Hot damn, in just 2 months, New York City could be back to normal. No more worrying about catching COVID, back to worrying about catching whatever's in that puddle on the subway seat that sloshes around when it takes corners. And when de Blasio says fully open, he means that there'll be no restrictions on restaurants, retail, or any other business. That includes New York City's most lucrative business, people selling Bill de Blasio sucks t-shirts. This is an amazing turnaround for the city. Just over a year ago, we were the global epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic. It was scary. And it takes a lot to scare New Yorkers. On my walk into the building today, I passed a drunk lunatic with his hands down his pants, raving about how the government's out to get him. And I just said, stay away from me, Rudy.
Stephen Colbert. Hit music now with Jessia featuring BB Rexha. This is I'm Not Pretty on Radio One Mallorca.
Phil Allen. I mean, what's not to love?
That's it from me for today. Stick around for Essential Afternoons with DV next. Des here with Friday's Drive from 6. I'll see you Monday from 1. Have a great weekend.
Oh, my sweet darling. Oh, my dearest love. I'll count the hours that you're away.
Bless you, Tresh.
Well, that's our show.
It's over.
What?
It's over. It is over.
Is that it?
That's it.
Everybody still awake?
Will you come on already? I just can't stand these long goodbyes.
All right, big finish.
See you later.
This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen. Phil Allen. Spread the word.
Yeah.
And the love.